Welcome to this episode of Racine Renovation. Today is October 17th. It's a Saturday. It's colder than hell out today, but we're going to be digging some holes today. As I told you before, that the porch is going on the back and it's going to be supported by three columns, three 6x6 inch columns, and it's going to take a 16-inch sauna tube or a 16-inch cardboard tube, basically 4 feet deep. Now, when you buy these things, they say 16 inches, but they kind of nest in each other like this. So there's actually three of them here, and it's 16 plus or minus a half inch. So that's our job for today, is to put those three tubes in the ground, basically. So just to support the deck. One will be right here, one will be right here, and one will be right over there. They're about 6 feet apart. And the deck is going to be off our neighbor's building, so basically we have to, it's by code. The first thing I had to do is, about a month ago, I went to an architect, a good friend of mine, and had to have him design the deck, even though I could design the deck, because getting the plans through the permit process at the city are a nightmare, basically. And the guy, my architect, knows the building inspector, so it'll go through. I paid $855 for the plans, which I could have done in about an hour and a half and drawn them up and just did it. But it makes it simpler to get through the city, is what we're really trying to do. I actually told him how we're going to attach the ledger board, which we'll go over next week. But today we're just talking about the bases, basically. 4 foot deep hole, 16 inches deep. We're going to have to make 3 of them and then concrete it probably next week. We don't technically have the permits yet, so we can dig holes and all that, but we can't fill them up until they come out and check it. And I would also like to talk to a couple of different people. There's a friend I have in Davenport, Iowa, and I want to tell that person, thank you very much for your support. I appreciate it very much. Also, coming back from Dallas a couple of weeks ago, I met a lady on a plane, and we had a nice conversation, and I told her about this Racine renovation, and I told her, we exchanged kind of facts about our lives and how we got to that point. Very strange conversation, very intimate, it seems. But at the end of the conversation, she said, well, that building is kind of like a metaphor for your life. And I looked at her like, come again? And she said, well, basically you're taking an old building, one that's been run down. It started out brand new, ran down over a long period of time, and it's in a terrible condition now. You're rebuilding it so it's going to be brand new again. Sounds like to me that's exactly what you're doing with your life, and I appreciate that thought. I don't even know your name, but I think that's very true. So today we're digging holes. Oh boy, can't wait to do that. It'll be a long day, maybe 2 days, and then we're going to be next week we're going to be putting the ledger board up, and we're going to be starting the deck before it snows. So I appreciate it real much, and we'll talk to you later on the next episode of Racine Renovation. Thanks, and bye. So I forgot to tell you, oh, by the way, in terms of the 16-inch diameter sauna tube, that is a 16-inch diameter sauna tube. It's basically the size somebody could fit in this thing. Whoop. And there's 3 of them. So basically we're going to have 3 of these. I think there's about a volume of about 7 cubic feet of stuff to pull out of the ground, which is not a small amount. We can't even get a post hole digger in here, otherwise we'd do that. But the poor guys who are doing this, me and the other 2 guys, we'll be pretty dead after each digging 1 hole today. So just thought you might want to understand that is a 16-inch diameter. You could fit in this. You could make a house out of it if you're homeless. Anyways, that's our job for today, and we're off and running again. And if you don't see us for a couple of weeks, it's because we're in the hospital. Thanks much and have a good day.